good to see you again. I was beginning to think you'd gone AWOL.
You true captain.
Good to see you.
Welcome to Splash Mountain. Have a zippity-doo-dah day. I do like that at Disney Infinity, the go-to, like, Fantasyland, Disney World, Disneyland music is, obviously, Steamboat Willie. Oh, you can ride it at night! Of course we want to ride it at night! Awesome. On to Splash Mountain, we have control. Now, what's interesting is when I played the first Disney Infinity, and when I started Disney Infinity 2.0, I never really saw levels like this. I don't know if it's a recent trend that we're seeing a lot of Disneyland recreations, but I think it's really cool. And it sort of mirrors what you saw in Minecraft. When you create something so well, like these attractions, fans just want to recreate them and celebrate them. This is very relaxing. No zippity-doo-dah, though. Look at all those lights. They're all drones, actually. Oh my gosh! Did something just splash down? That was awesome! Oh, baby splash. People have been really clever also about how they recreate it. Whether it's doing interiors like this, putting on text like, come on, Brer Bear, we need to find that Brer Rabbit. Textured floors or actual boats. This is really cool. Ooh. All the baby splashes. What? That's awesome. Oh my god, bees everywhere! Job's not on board. I got you now, Brer Rabbit. Uh-oh, this is it. Oh, man. Uh-oh, uh-oh. I'll show you a laughing place. Oh, no. Here we go. Whoa! Was kind of... I could drift? Oh, Tokyo Drift. Now it's the Hey Mickey, You're So Fine parody. We did it! Huzzah! Imagine if they replaced Zippity-Doo-Dah with Hey Mickey, You're So Fine. That would be amazing! And now I want that to happen. This was cool. Let's check out another recreation. Why are you a splash screen, Hawkeye? You're the most useless Avenger. You're just a dude with a bow and arrow. I feel like if we're going to revisit Snow White in Disneyland, it would only made sense to play as like a classic Disney character like Mickey himself. Yes, I want to ride Snow White's Scary Adventures. The ride is about to start. For your security, please maintain your arms and legs inside the wagon. Thank you. They might burn off if you stick your arm out, apparently. Are we ready? Oh my god, I'm so ready. And I love this camera pan. Looks like you have a gas problem. You might want to fix those pipes. Here we go. Oh my god. I'm stuck. Okay, I guess it's not important for me to run through it, huh? How pretty. This is another one of those rides like Mr. Toad, where it's just been so long since I've been on it that I don't actually know. A long time ago, a vain queen lived in her palace. She wanted to be the most beautiful woman of the kingdom. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest one of all? That's easy. You are very beautiful, my queen, but young Snow White is the fairest. She probably wasn't happy to hear that. Uh-oh. So this goes through the more, walled garden approach. I have no control over what's going on here. But it has its own style about it, which is cool. Is that a unicorn bear? The queen could not allow this. She asked a huntsman to bring Snow White's heart to her. Gaston thought it was kind of weird, but he had bills to pay, so he took the job. The huntsman didn't want to kill her, so he let Snow White run away in a dark forest. In Tampa somewhere, apparently, because there's a lot of lightning here. Snow White lives in Tampa. Bet you didn't know that much. Like, really a lot of lightning. It almost would be irresponsible to live in a place like this. Oh, but everything's nice now. In the morning, Snow White found a small but beautiful house in the forest. Who could be its owner? Well, it looks like a garden gnome, actually. The house was a little shabby. But what are you going to do? You're in the Tampa forest. The house was very friendly, but everything inside was very small. Always 7 things of everything. Snow White was no mathematician, but she was able to put 1 and 1 together and figure out that maybe 7 people live there. However, she was quickly frustrated to realize that their clock was broken, and soon she discovered that the little inhabitants were 7 dwarves, 7 friendly and kind dwarves. But 7 dwarves who apparently can't hear very well and were not upset by the clearly broken clock on the wall. That would drive even a narrator to madness. Even the beds were small. Snow White had to sleep using all of them at the same time. Wait, really? All 7? It's a little selfish. Snow? I'm sure they have a sofa. Oh, goodness. We're away from the clock. Everything was peaceful and beautiful. Nothing could worry Snow White. Except the mortgage payments on that house. Yeah, they thought they got it at a cheap price because it was in the Tampa forest. But they weren't really thinking ahead. They didn't know how the mining industry was going to be. Once the 7 dwarves got a firm grasp on the concept of supply and demand, they started withholding all their crystals. The dwarves worked very hard every day in a mine near their house. They kept them here and trickled out the supply. That way the demand skyrocketed, and soon they would each have their own houses, so they wouldn't have to all share a bedroom. Why would I want to exit the camera mode? The evil queen was not happy with this. She discovered that Snow White was still alive, and she thought of a plan. Dip the apple in the brew and let the sleeping death seep through. They should have edited. They should have had an editor go through some of these lines, I think. Snow White ate the apple and she fell asleep. Only the love of a young prince could save her. Or a stomach pump. But there was no nearby hospital, and that's what happens when you choose to live in a forest like the Tampa forest. These are the things you need to think through before you put a down payment on a house. The days passed and a young prince found Snow White lying in the forest. He kissed her and Snow White woke up from her deep dream. It was true love. Luckily, the evil queen's fingerprints were on the remains of the apple, and the DA was able to prosecute her. So they had a royal wedding. And their first song, their wedding song, was "Oh Mickey, You're So Fine. You're so fine, you blow my mind." Snow White and the prince got married and were happily and lived happily ever after. Just should have done a second draft of that script, but that's okay. Fantastic. This is really cool. Jokes aside, that people are doing this and recreating the rides that they love in Disney Infinity. I've got a couple of other videos. Maybe we'll revisit some more. I think there are a couple of more maps out there I haven't checked out yet. Anyway, if you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at RobPlays. You can tell me what rides I should check out. Maybe there's a Disney Infinity map you think I've missed. Let me know in the comments below or on Twitter. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.